If you're wondering what to purchase in Solo Leveling Arise, you've come to the right place. I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. So let's jump off with my number one tip. I don't want you to miss this, so please pay attention. The bonus tab is the absolute most important thing you should focus on. No, not because of the daily free essence stones. What you should be looking at is right up here, these total purchase accumulations. You can get up to 3 every single day, and you have around 20 days to do so. So I will explain how this works. So let's say you purchase these 2 packs here. So if you purchase these every single day for 5 days, you accumulate 10 total purchases. So that means after 10 purchases, you will get a guaranteed SSR, that being Jiwoo, a fantastic value. You can see the SSR you're going to get, and it is 100% guaranteed. But I do want you to remember, you are limited to up to 3 purchases only, and I don't really recommend these other packages here. These honestly don't provide too much value. If you really wanted to complete all these rewards here, I wouldn't fully recommend it. At most, I would go to 30 or even 40 to get that guaranteed epic rune. It is up to you depending on how much you want to spend, but the best value comes at the 30 mark. So 15 days worth of purchases. You purchase these 2 packages every single day for 15 days, and then you are guaranteed Plum. So Plum and Jiwoo, I should clarify there, you get all these additional rewards as well. So for anyone that does plan to dolphin out on this game, this is the number one tab you should always look at, and you should always keep track of this timer here, because when this refreshes, new SSRs will be added, and you have to rinse and repeat the process, providing you fantastic value. $30 for 2 SSRs. You will not find anything in this game that has better value than that. Now, speaking of great value, if we go to the monthly bundles, this is also a fantastic thing to purchase. Once you do the initial purchase, you can also get it for a discount, and what makes these monthly bundles so good is that they provide perks on top of perks. Let's look at this here. You get 1 draw ticket every single day, so that alone makes this purchase worth it. For around $10 USD, you get close to 30 summons, 3 multi-summons for $10. That is already more than worth it, and on top of that, you get 5 free daily special sweeps. I'll show you what that looks like. If we go to gates, for example, you can see I have an S rank gate here, and I really don't think I could beat this. My power level is way too low, and the boss here does heal, but the good thing is I have the free sweeps. You press this free special sweep option, and boom bam, the gate is completely finished. You get all the rewards. You also get the gate as well, making it an absolute must-to purchase. And that isn't everything we get. We also get bonus EXP and gold. When it comes to the activity rewards, let me pop it open here. You can see we have this special fun button here. It gives us an instant 6 hours worth of gold in EXP, something you definitely don't want to miss out on. And you see when we claim it, we also get the 30% bonus as well, making this so worth it. The pass just provides a multiple stacking effect, giving you a bunch of rewards, and the same goes for our regular claim as well. As you can see, we get our regular EXP on top of all the activity fund bonuses as well, making the value this pass provides one of the best things in the game right now, at least in my opinion. You get a bunch of draw tickets, you get 5 free sweeps every day, saving you time and letting you gates that you wouldn't be able to normally do, and you also get these 880 dimes as well when you first purchase a pass. And yes, you do get it every single time you purchase these passes. So again, this is a must in my opinion. This 3000% multiplier up here is no joke. This really does provide a ton of value. And speaking of fantastic value, we also have the daily essence stone support bundle. It is a very good value as well. You get 5,600 essence stones, and you get a bunch of gold, up to 1.4 million for the entire month. And you also get these boxes here every single day. Although the rate is very low, you are guaranteed to at least get something decent, whether it be rune fragments or keys or a bunch of essence stones. Just these rewards alone make it so worth it to get, and imagine if you get an SSR, that would be so amazing. So these 2 packages here, this one for around $10 and this one for around $7, is a fantastic value. I do recommend getting these if you don't plan on spending much, because this will help you progress through the game, and we all know how hard it is to level up in this game. So if we go to the special bundles next, these are generally not worth it. These are the items the whales would purchase. Sometimes you'll see these packages. These are generally worth it. They'll be very cheap to get. These are usually a one-of-one purchase, so they'll be discounted heavily, but you can't purchase them more than once. This one here is probably not worth it. This is basically the definition of a whale package. I don't recommend it, but something else I don't really recommend is buying skins. This isn't good value. You're really overpaying for the skin. For example, for Chan this instance, getting 10 draw tickets for the rated banner and 2 of the weapon crafting material isn't worth it in my opinion. For around the $30 mark, you're really not getting good enough value. But if we are talking about good value, I want to bring your attention to the step up page here. The relay packs do provide fantastic value when it comes to getting diamonds and draw tickets. As you see here, you get an absolute ton, and the value isn't too bad. I already purchased these a long time ago, so I do personally recommend them. The same goes for the step up packages here. You can get up to 160 rate up draw tickets. The value was fantastic, and that is why I bought them all up. You get a bunch of gold, you get weapon crafting material, and you also get diamonds on top of the rate of banner summons. So please don't sleep on these. If you plan on dolphining out, this is one of the best values you can spend your money on, but something you should absolutely, and I mean absolutely, consider when it comes to making your purchases is the Hunter Pass. The Deluxe Pass is just so good. You obviously get that skin, and if you're a collector, you don't want to miss out on that. But if we go to the activate page, you can see we get 54 draw tickets, and it costs under $30. That is what we call value. These rate up draw tickets are so hard to get, and on top of that, we get an epic rune, and we also get this chest here that gives us some blessing stones. These resources are both so hard to get, so this is just such good value. Generally speaking, gacha games, passes provide the best dollar to value ratio, so this is something that is an absolute must. Obviously, you have to level up your pass to get the rewards, but if you're planning to purchase a bunch of stuff, you should be playing the game, so this will be a breeze to fully complete. And one thing you should never purchase, unless you're a giant whale or a kraken, is these diamond packages here. They provide awful value. For over $100, you're getting a minuscule amount of diamonds, totally not worth it. Do not purchase these. Now, I know we talked about $10 for free SSR. That is exactly what the special summon is for. You get up to 30 multi-summons, and then you pick which one you want. The monthly pass is around $10. You pick the summon you wanted, and you get all the summons from that particular one. So this is a good value. It's essentially close to picking an SSR you want. Imagine you get a summon of 2 SSRs, then you can pick that from the 30 failed summons you didn't want. That's what makes this pass so good. For $10, you can basically get your pick at an SSR, and you also get additional rewards for purchasing this pass every single day. So definitely don't sleep on that $10 pass. You are only able to purchase that pass on mobile, so don't forget, it doesn't have the option to purchase on PC just yet. So that is the only way to purchase it right now. Now, one thing you should always keep an eye out for is these gift vouchers in the mailbox. Every now and then you will get these special gift vouchers. They provide you a special discount on any purchase from the shop. You do have to make the purchase on the online website, which I do recommend. As you can see, you get 10% points for every single purchase you make on the online store. That is because they're not paying commission to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. That's why they can give you the 10% bonus there. So if you think about it, this is around a 55% discount, since the 10% bonus is only applied to the amount you actually purchase. So I do recommend you keep an eye out for your mailbox. These coupons don't last forever, and you can't buy multiple packages. You can only do one single purchase. What I normally save these for, if you plan on spending a lot on the game, is the mission bonuses here. Overall, these are a bit expensive, but if you have the discount, their value becomes fantastic. Overall, they're relatively all the same, though I do think the story clear pack probably gives you the most summons. So if that's what you want to go for, this is the one to purchase. The story clear pack 2 does provide some runes, but it does provide you with less summons. This one only gives you 47, so do pick the one you want to use the discount you get for. Again, it's a one-time discount bonus, so make sure you use it on the package you actually want. And one last package you should probably consider is if you have excess diamonds. I believe this one costs 5,000 diamonds. This was fairly good value. You get 150 of each Traces of Shadow, which, as you know, take a very long time to get, on top of getting a bunch of summoning tickets. You will have a bunch of excess diamonds as you make multiple purchases in the game, so this is one good avenue to spend it on. As you get your job changes, you'll get a bunch of free rewards, so another great place to spend your diamonds on. The battle tier packages are new, and I don't think their value is honestly worth it. Probably not the best thing to buy. They cost a lot of diamonds. If you have an access and you've already purchased all the other diamond packages, maybe you could look at purchasing them, but again, it isn't something I recommend. As you can see, I haven't purchased it myself, and when it comes to these rune packages here, they look much better than they actually are. If you click onto them and look at the raid info, you have a 0.8% chance to get a legendary skill rune. Basically, it's not happening, so these are generally not worth it. $30 to gamble on something you probably won't get is not worth it at all. Same with this one, costs around $50 for a blessing stone, but 0.8%. There is a very good chance from the 6 summons you get here, you'll only get the rare blessing stones, so this is not a good value. These are are what we consider the whale packages. So I do hope that helped you out. There are so many things to purchase in this game, so you definitely don't want to waste your money on the wrong thing. I highly recommend purchasing those passes I outlined and those very specific packages on top of utilizing the bonus from the shop and using the discounts whenever you get them. So don't forget to drop a like if this helped you, leave a comment on any input you have, and be sure to subscribe for more Soul Leveling Rise content. This is Zaf signing out.